Here's actually a live one right here. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look how many worms there are. Crazy. Just along the San Diego River. This is the trail path right here. And there's a lot of there's a lot of worms just escaping from the ground because the ground is so saturated with water because of this recent rainstorm here in San Diego. So it gives me a good insight. Hey, maybe all these worms right here are being washed up in the San Diego River, so the bass are going to be feeding what's going to be out there. So I'm not going to be using these guys because I don't want to use live bait, but I'm going to be using power worms or plastic worms to see if I can catch a bass. All right, look at that. Here's another one. So again, if you see these paths here, these little trails that looks like mini snake paths, they're actually worms getting out of the ground. So that's a good indicator. Hey, worms are actually natural bait for the bass to feed on. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be using. I like using any kind of worm, but today I found a nice little black and red flake curly tail worm. I like using darker colors because the river clarity is very murky. I like using a 1/8 ounce black bullet weight on top of my size 2 offset shank worm hook from Gamakatsu, and I like using this 8-inch curly tail worm. So how to rig it is fairly simple. You're going to get the tip of the hook to the tip of the worm, and then you're going to feed that tip of the hook 1/4 of an inch through, and then you're gonna puncture the bottom of the worm. And while you're feeding that worm through the head of the hook, you're going to twist it 180 degrees, so now it's facing up. And then you're going to you want to allow that worm to swim straight, and how you do that is fairly simple. You get your thumb and you pinch the worm right where the end of the hook is, and you're going to puncture through the worm and towards the top, and then you're going to want to throw that worm in heavy cover such as grass or tules or weeds. So you want to make this a weedless presentation. That's fairly simple. You're just gonna get that tip of the hook, and then you're going to puncture superficially on top of that worm. And so when you're fishing through the weeds and the grass, it is less likely to get hung up on the weeds and the grass, and more likely to hook set that bass. Without further ado, let's go ahead and catch that bass. I have a good 30 minutes before I have to go home. Cast towards those tules. And bounce that worm off the ground, seeing if there's any hungry bass. There's one! Oh, there's one! Right after the rain. I knew that worm, oh, he jumped. I knew a worm would be a good bait to use right after the rain. Oh, buddy. Because again, worm here at the San Diego River is a natural food source for these hungry bass. And using really light line, don't want to horse this guy. There you go. Oh, buddy. There you go. Wet my hands a little bit. And there you go. There you have it. A worm right after the rain. Nice little 2-pounder. Look at how big this guy is. Probably maybe like 20 minutes of fishing. Healthy tail. 20 minutes of fishing, and I was able to land a bass on the 8-inch worm. Alright, buddy. Thanks for letting me catch you. See ya. Woo! Alright, guys. I hope this little tip helped you guys. I know it's a little bit of a short video, but I have a lot of more errands to do today. I just wanted to catch a bass today using the worm. Enjoy this video. Please give me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. Let's say if we get more than 200 likes on this video, I'll make another bass fishing video. Alright, again, my name is Rodney Marquez, and always, thanks for watching. See ya.